Welcome back to Sahajin YouTube channel. So this is my review for La- uh, Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 Remastered starring Lara Croft, and it's just like those old school games which was launched back in the days. Like it's a remaster, but Tomb Raider 1, 2 and 3 was launched back in 96, 97 and 98 respectively if I remember it correctly. Yeah, Tomb Raider was a 1996 game, and yeah, every year there was a new game. So it features like basically our archaeologist adventure, which is Lara. We already know about her because of Shadow of Tomb Raiders and everything else. And this was done not by Crystal Dynamics, but it was previously done by a different studio. And yeah, this studio was pretty good during that time, but then it was sold off to Square Enix, and then to not Square Enix but Crystal Dynamics and stuff like that. And now we have our new Lara Croft, and there's a rumbling of a fourth Lara Croft. But enough of that. These are the old school game. If you are a fan of those old school games, then you will like it. It has two camera modes, but the most important thing is this one, where you can switch on the fly between those two environments. The old environments, like the old textures and stuff, and the new textures which have been remastered. And yeah, you can just do it on the fly in middle of the game, which is a nice thing to see. Also, these games are brutally challenging. They are back in those kind of a days. These games were challenging, and these adventure games, they were not that easy. Like it needs a not precision boost, but like precision platforming and stuff, and it is shown off over here. These are not complete remakes. They do not. These are just remaster, and you will dual guns. And basically what you're doing is solving puzzles and stuff like that. Environmental puzzles are there. I feel like Tomb Raider 3 is a bit weird because of this texture. It looks weird for me, but yeah, there are two different control scheme. You can have traditional controls, and there are modern controls. So modern control is like it's a bit weird because traditional controls, they are like camera is stuck at one position and stuff like that, and then you move. And in modern controls you have more flexibility, but at the same time Lara moves and jumps in the only in the way your camera is facing. So if your camera is facing in a weird direction, you are just done for. And basically what happens in crowded areas is basically the camera gets glitches behind Lara, and sometimes it doesn't crops perfectly, and then your jump is basically messed up, and then you basically die in the game. But yeah, it's it's a pretty challenging game per se. Like you, if you are a fan of those old school games, you will definitely like it, and you definitely will love this game. And if you want a challenging game, do note this game is not for everybody. Like if you are a fan of those old school Lara Croft games, and if you had played those, then you will definitely like it. But if you want to see where it's all started, then yeah, you need to get used to all this new game completely, like these challenging games with precision platforming and stuff. And yeah, you will not have that much of a fun time, I will say. But yeah, and sometimes these environmental puzzles are pretty weird, like you can't find it pretty easily. But yeah, but if you want a challenge, I will recommend this game for you. But at the same time, if you don't like challenging games, and if you are not fan of Lara Croft, then this is not a game for you. And if you don't want to indulge on those old school PlayStation 1 and 2 kind of games, then yeah, just don't buy the game. But if you're a fan of Lara Croft and was playing it for a very long time, then yeah, definitely you should try this game. And overall, with these improvements and stuff, it looks pretty nice. Like I feel like Tomb Raider 1 and 2 is pretty good looking, but Tomb Raider 3 in some scenario it's pretty weird. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about this review? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll meet you in the next one. Peace out.